All right, let's talk about something. We're going to dive into those financial decisions that feel, well, completely normal. But what if I told you they can have a massive, even devastating impact on your future wealth?
Yeah, just let that sink in for a second. We're talking about a few super common financial choices. The kind of stuff your friends, your family, your neighbors are probably all doing right now. And these very things could be quietly pushing your retirement back by a full decade. I mean, that's a staggering thought, isn't it?
So that's the big question, right? Could one of them be costing you a fortune? Are these sneaky hidden costs just chugging along in the background of your life? Well, that's exactly what we're here to do today. We're going to drag them right out into the spotlight.
Okay, so how on earth does this 10-year delay even happen? To really break it down, we're going to zoom in on the single biggest, most common culprit. Honestly, it's an expense that is so normal that almost none of us ever stop to question what it's really costing us.
Yep, we're talking about the new car payment. You know the one, the shiny new car sitting in the driveway. It feels like a symbol of success, right? A piece of the American dream? But here's the kicker. It also happens to be one of the most effective wealth destroyers out there, all disguised as just another normal monthly expense.
So let's do what they don't do at the dealership. Let's look at the real math. When you're sitting in that comfy chair, they show you one set of numbers, the ones designed to make you feel totally comfortable signing on the dotted line. Well, we're about to look at the numbers they really hope you never ever see.
Okay, let's start with this number. $800. Just $800. Now, with the price of new cars these days, let's be honest, that's a pretty standard monthly payment for a new SUV or a truck. It feels manageable, Just another bill you gotta pay.
Seems pretty standard, right? Of course it does. That's the whole point. It's designed to feel normal. You work it into your budget, you pay it every month, and you just don't really think about it. But let's see what happens when we zoom out a little bit.
So, over a pretty typical 5-year loan, that $800 a month suddenly becomes $48,000. Now, that's a lot of money, no question about it. But believe it or not, that's still not the real cost.
And here is where everything changes. This is where we have to completely shift our perspective. See, the true cost of something isn't just the price tag. It's what you give up the chance to do with that money instead. This is where that 10-year delay really sneaks in.
Get this, if you had taken that same $800 a month and instead of paying for a car, you invested it for 25 years, it could have grown to around $140,000. Wow, that is the real price tag of the car. It's not 48 grand, it's 140 grand of your future.
I mean, look at this. This lays it out perfectly. It's the choice you're making, whether you realize it or not. You've got two paths. Path 1, the car, a depreciating asset. It's worth less and less every single day you own it. Path 2, the investment, a compounding asset. It's literally making you money while you sleep. The amount of money you started with is the same. The outcome? Worlds apart.
So this whole effect, where a totally normal-seeming expense is actively, silently working against your future wealth, well, there's actually a name for it. It's called financial drag.
And what is financial drag? Well, think of it like this. It's the invisible force where these normal expenses are compounding against you. How? By stopping that money from compounding for you. Every single dollar you spend on something that's losing value is a dollar that can't be out there working to build your future. It's like trying to win a race with weights tied to your ankles. You might still be moving forward, but man, it's so much harder than it needs to be.
Okay, so how do you fight this? How do you get rid of that 10-year delay? The good news is, it's not about living on bread and water or never having anything nice. No way. It's about a simple but really profound psychological shift. It's all about adopting what we call the wealth compounder's mindset.
And this is the whole game. This is the key. It's not about deprivation, it's about reframing your decisions. See, a wealth compounder doesn't see an $800 car payment. They see a $140,000 decision. They understand that every dollar has a future value. So they don't just ask, hey, can I afford the monthly payment? The question they ask is, what is the future value of this money? And is this thing I'm buying worth giving up that future wealth? It completely changes the game.
And honestly, that's the ultimate takeaway here. Your future, your financial freedom, it isn't built on some lucky windfall or a huge lottery win. It's built on these quiet, everyday, normal choices. It's the sum of 1,000 tiny decisions, made with an eye on tomorrow.
So I'm going to leave you with a question to chew on.
What normal expense in your life is actually a six-figure decision in disguise? I mean, really think about it. Look at your own spending. Is it the daily coffee run, the dozens of subscription services, the car payment? Which one of those seemingly harmless habits is actually a massive decision about your future? Because finding the answer, well, that's the first step to taking back your decade.